Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Pushpal Sania and this is my I am actually recording this video for a second time, a live stream. And even though I know right now I don't have any I don't have any I don't have any audience, I believe with time people they will really start to give me attention and really start to notice that yes, there is someone who is very smart and who is really doing the right thing rather than fooling everyone else. So, right now, I'm going to in this video talk about how agreement they create freedom, justice, privacy, transparency, and accountability. You would, if you were to go for a job, you were to apply for a job, there will be certain rules and regulations which you will have to accept of that organization. In the same way, we need such agreement in marriages. Now let's talk about the part and section. Okay, so as you can on your screen see, the what is this? So you would have heard about Uber. It's an you can book a cab and it's a taxi service. And well, as you know, I am a guy who does not, who has high ambitions and aim to really create my own company and be a global leader, enter into the sector of education, automotive, transportation, manufacturing. What do I mean? What do I mean by that? Well, let's say if I want to manufacture my own car, I could go for luxury cars, or I could go for, let's say, I just want to manufacture cars. Then I want to do it for my own. Then I want to be the one. Then the transportation department of the PP will be the one that okay. I should not be talking about all of this. Let's just leave it. The thing that I really want to say right now is the fact that if you were to go for if you were to apply for a job, you will be. I am going to talk freely about everything. So be prepared for 18 plus talk. And here, as you can see, as I am right now a guy who is really who does not have a source of income, and I really want to get a flexible job without me actually having a manager that manages me all the time, and I really have the freedom to take a leave whenever I want, and really I want to earn it on my own terms and conditions. And here, as you know, Uber is a taxi service. You can get, if you are a customer, you want to go from one place to another, you can call Uber. And I will, as of now, I am really thinking of uh, acting, applying. I have already applied there. And here, these are terms and conditions that every person, every driver would have to agree. And now, what as a common man, what is the thing that you can understand? What you can take from here? Actually, from my last 3 to 4 weeks, yeah, 3 to 4 weeks, I have really registered myself as a driver at Uber to get my part-time job and earn and start earning my own money. Because really, if you don't earn any money, you really would find yourself in a very miserable state in India. Everyone expect you to earn your own wealth, and that's understandable. Even you yourself would be really happy when you are going to earn your own wealth. Money is what drives people, and as I have said, how throughout in actually I have recorded this video one time. I am recording this video for the second time, and in my first time I have talked about how injustice sex offense law exists in our country and how women they are not really made accountable for their sexual offense. They exploit men in relationship when they are at their peak years of 18 to 25 years, 18 to 30 years, and they really date a lot of men. They really have premarital sex with a lot of men, and they really don't have any accountability. If anything goes wrong, all men become rapists and all women become innocent victims. I really don't want my this video to be flagged, and like I have really said the word rapist. So algorithms might detect it and they might say that we really can't promote this video. YouTube might say it, and therefore I'm not going to take that word out. But as I have said, women they are not made accountable for the sexual offense, and I am the only one who is as of now really fighting for men's right, who really believes that in democracy you have to put in equal efforts, and equality of effort is the only thing which you have, which everyone really they earns their own, they are making an effort to earn their own living. And women's the one thing that really frustrates me is when women will say we want the rich man, we don't want the loser man, and they will hide their sexual past. And this is why we need agreement. And just like here, I was actually going to read all three of this. I don't know whether you can see it. Okay, let me stop sharing and share the entire screen. Here, as you can see, I am a person who lives in Maharashtra in India, and you get it. Even though I am from Maharashtra, I don't know Marathi. It's the native language of the state, because I have really lived in. I have studied in an English medium school, and Hindi and English was the medium of communication, and even the same thing existed in college. And I really don't know. I would really it will be very difficult for me to even read this document on my own. And there's a 27-page document, and this is the simple reason why from my last 3 weeks I have not really agreed to these terms and conditions, because it's a legal binding between the company and the person. Here it would be me, and you should not agree to anything which you have not read. And this is the single reason why, as a founder, at a later stage when I am going to really have my own at at a later stage when I'm going to create my own company, then I will also then I'm also going to ensure that women they are not able to weaponize their body and sexual desires and exploit sexual desires of men in order to climb the corporate ladder and get progress in their career, because really women they don't really deserve any respect. They are the greatest helpless sheep victim of the entire human society, and I don't hate women, I don't respect them. Let me tell you, when I want sex, I'm always going to go towards women. I am not a guy who is attracted to other men sexually. Even though we might like each other's ideology, a lot, but when it comes to sex, a man is I'm going to go and approach women. But the problem that now really becomes in India is that if a woman you get too much emotionally involved with a woman, she promises you for marriage and later she leaves you. She would have sex with you just because you are attractive, you are handsome. She can exploit you and then she can leave you and find someone who has better career. So what I really means to say is that women they don't have any accountability. You if you are a guy you can become a victim of a criminal case and you might lose your career, you might lose your job, you might face a embarrassment, social stigma, people they might not talk to you, your friends they might leave you, women especially women would be the one to start judging you and they start leaving you. So the thing is, if you are a guy, you are always at the end of getting harassed by law. Women they don't have any accountability, even though sexual desires are held by both men and women. And if you really think they are going to indulge in self pleasure, women are going to indulge in self pleasure, men are going to indulge in self pleasure, in masturbation, and similarly, every company is going to have their sexual harassment policy. And right now, I haven't read all of these terms and conditions, but I am really going to read this and agree to it if I'm going to if these conditions they are acceptable with me and get a job, start earning my own money because everyone the things everyone needs money and this is the thing where you would have to read all of these three conditions and if it is acceptable you would have to agree by it. And in this case, since I'm going to be a driver, I might decide not to agree to it if it's not acceptable with me. So the thing I really wanted to talk about marriage, I really wanted to talk about sex, I really wanted to talk about accountability, and that's where things get difficult because I'm always going to be someone who in my every video will be talking, who will be advocating for ensuring the accountability of the sexual offense that are committed by women. Women they play the victim card, they play the innocent sheep card, and they don't want you. I really want to have the to have the control over my life, and I don't want the judiciary, government, and the parliament to ruin my life because they are incompetent, and I am struggling for money. I'm sorry, I am suffering from cold, and I haven't slept all night. Just because really I was wasting my time with games, and this is the one reason why I'm still a loser. Because really, so this is the thing. Agree to all of this. Read this. We have peoples in the whenever let's say you download an application, it is a software that is made by some person by some organization. They have their data privacy method, their policies. You have the terms. If you are using their platform, you have to agree by the terms, you have to respect their rights, and they have the right to really stop a person from using their application. And that is where everyone, they are really, are making an effort. And in the same way, I'm a man who wants to be a founder, who wants to create his own company where I am its highest authority. And when it comes to the country, I also want to be the one to create my own country in space. Really, a company that transforms into a country where I will have the entire power of the government, judiciary, and parliament. Because even though in India I am a common man, I don't have the equality of rights, I don't have any value as per the standards of the Indian society. If you don't earn money, you don't have any value in your social circle. And if there is any crime committed on you, you can't get justice. Women, they enjoy the victim card. I don't know how women, they can shamelessly ask for respect when they really enjoy the paid menstruation leaves, etc., etc., etc. policies and the laws that are formed by the parliament and the corporate companies. And here, and now I'm really going to talk about myself. I hope I have talked enough about how these agreement it is for every person who is applying to a company. You have to respect the terms and conditions, their policies, and even as a founder, I am going to respect it. If these are acceptable to me, I will accept it, and I will try. I will respect them. But if it's not acceptable with me, I'm going to leave it. And now I'm going to talk about myself once again because I really can't live without talking about myself and how I really want to be a successful person. And maybe I should open my own YouTube channel, uh, my own YouTube account. Here, as you can see, I am a man who is still thinking of becoming a successful person. Here, from I have uploaded these videos of my first quarter, second quarter, third quarter of the year 2026, and here 2025. So when I really do think that I am such a loser when it comes, even there was one more video here, Q1 2025, but I deleted it, and maybe I have even deleted my 2024 journey. So from my last 2 years, I have not really done anything, and it really is such a awful thing because I just keep talking. Yeah, right now I have 6 views on my video, and the thing that I really want to show is this video, open letter to the citizens of India. I uploaded this last year, and I once again talk about how I am a civil service aspirant, and I just keep talking and I don't really do anything. I don't study, and at the end, maybe I might just be a big talker and don't do anything at all. And I really don't want to be that. I want to clear civil services. I want to become an IAS officer, and later I want to make women accountable, and as well as create my own company because really there is nothing more happiness than actually being a founder and CEO of your own company, having the freedom. and also the respect in the society whenever and wherever you go, as well as when it comes to women. I might be the only company in the country who makes women accountable, and women will be hating me for it. But that's fine because really, when I really think, since my childhood, I have been a guy who never really had any girlfriend. And when it comes to India, India is such a culture. It is such a sex repressive culture where if a guy is talking to a girl, everyone will try to shame them. Everyone will shame them. And this is one reason why I was a guy who was not comfortable talking to girls, and that's why when I really faced when I liked a girl and when I approached and faced the rejection, that really hurted me because I was really unable. I really thought that I would not be rejected because when you have true feelings, you would be accepted. But that's the thing. Everyone looks for a different thing. A woman may look for financial security, for really that strength, that position that I didn't had, and really right now, even as a guy, I don't want to live in this country. I did not choose to be born in this country. No one asked me. My mother didn't ask me for be for giving birth to me in India. I didn't want to be born in this country. If I would have a choice, I would choose a country where men's rights are respected, where really my failure would be my fault and not the fault of the country. In democracy, you only get equality of opportunity, you don't get success. Everyone makes an effort in order to become a successful person. But that's not the thing with a woman. I really hope people they like my video, they start sharing it. I grow my audience so that really I am asking people to vote for better leaders, to ask for the accountability of the people, and to really respect the man in the country. If women they want to make an effort, maybe I should tell this. I might even, let's say, as you see right now, I am thinking of doing a part-time job as an Uber driver to support myself. I might even, and I am thinking of. I thought about it that I should really go and ask the support of Uber to tell me the gender of the customer who is really asking for the taxi service, so that I have the option to reject a female customer, or maybe start demanding extra charges from a female customer, because in the name of women safety, the harassment abuse of men is not really, it is not taken into account. Let's say if a female customer start harassing a male driver, then there is nothing that male driver can do. But if the things were to be reversed, it will become disastrous for the social reputation of the driver. And really, women have sexual desires, men have sexual desires, and if a handsome guy is driving, and I really think of myself as a good looking guy, I am in my prime years, and then they might also be the one to really make a move. And that's where things get difficult. Women, they are not made accountable for their crimes, and you will start to realize how advantageous it is to be a woman. They are going to judge you by what you do, and if you are a rich, successful man, they will try to start licking your feet. That's the mindset of women. They degrade, they insult, they humiliate, they disrespect the loser man who who does not earn their own money, who are not successful, who are not government employees, who are not getting a high salary at a multinational company, who are not managers, and who are not founders, CEOs, and they will have plenty of ways to really extort money from you, from your either your shares through divorce, maintenance, and alimony in the name of child support. Either they may start filing false allegations on you in order to extract money from you. And as I have said, they are sexual beings. They are human beings. They also have sexual desires. And if a woman was to rape a guy, then there is nothing a guy can do. They won't get any justice. And I am a man who is fighting an entire country, entire Republic of India in order to ensure that my civil rights are not crushed. I didn't have a choice to be born in this country, but once I made enough wealth, then most probably I might leave this nation for a better one. And really think of India as a consumer market, because even after being even after becoming a citizen of some other country, still India is a big market. So I would be wanting to create my own company there and sell my products to India, because ultimately I still would have the aim of becoming a global leader. And this is how, if you are a successful man, everyone loves you, everyone respects you, every woman wants you, and in the name of their privacy and their secrecy, they women can have plenty of pre-battle sex. A man is going to indulge in self-pleasure. A woman is going to indulge in self-pleasure. But once it comes to accountability, women have the excellent advantage to have as much sex without being made accountable. And this is really the thing that frustrates me, that living in this country, I am a virgin man who still at this age never had sex with any girl, any woman. And really, you would have to next again really talk about the tactics on how to persuade a girl to have sex with you, how to sleep with you. And it's all about the fear, the judgment, the social judgment of a girl. It all has to do with it. And you would really have to, I'm not going to talk about things any longer, but I just want to really say, women in this country, they don't deserve respect. And you can check the way the policies of the government and parliament are formed. And if this country thinks that these politicians, these civil servants, these army personnel, especially men, they consider themselves being a man by supporting this idea of toxic masculinity, where where women should be given these favorable policies and injustice laws. You consider yourself a man. I don't consider you. I don't need your validation. You might not need my validation. But one thing is very clear, everyone, this country does not belong to you. This country does not belong to me. You might be born in this country. I am. am born in this country, and if I say I want justice in the criminal proceeding, then it should be given to me. Women should be made accountable. Every sex offense law should be made gender neutral, and I hope that every person, every citizen vote for better leaders, better educated leaders who knows what justice is, and do not, especially women, so you don't have any character. Anyone throw money at you, you give your vote, and really, if you are so desperate for money, you can really do some low-paying jobs. You can support yourself. Otherwise, if you are unable to get a rich man to marry you, then I would suggest you to become a sex worker. It's the easiest way. Please don't join a corporate company. And maybe since I am a machine learning engineer myself, you could threaten the job and the promotion by sleeping with the managers. That's your strategy. And I am really not someone who is going to go down to the level of a woman, but I am also not going to be the someone who is going to tolerate this injustice. So I hope that people they stand up. I will have to prove my worth, and in comparison to every other guy who might be applying for a job, but that's not the same with a woman. They know how to use their connections well. They know how to use their soft skill and their oral skills well. And I really mean the by oral skills in the second way, which you might be thinking. So I really hope that in this country, women they really have some self-respect, and they would start doing some low-paying, lowly jobs. And of course, I am going to date a rich, successful woman who is the founder and CEO of her own company, who has maybe let's say 1,000 to 10,000 to lakhs and lakhs of employees working under her. She would have she would be a billionaire, but that's not really the case in India. There would be very few billionaire women. That too, they would have inherited their wealth from their father, from their grandparents. There would be very few who would actually have made an effort. But as I said, I am only going to date rich and successful women, and if the entire society calls me a gold digger, then it's fine. I don't care. I don't care about the opinion of the people, and really, I hope that this society and this country suffers for the injustice that they have done to me. They have ruined my life. That that still to this age of 28 years, I am still a virgin guy, and I really never had sex. And I have lived in shame and fear towards sex. There was no proper sex education that was given to the teenagers. Not only that, there are injustice laws, and even I really do think that how much of a blessing it is for this third grade garbage nation to have that a guy like me has been born in this nation who is actually aiming to become a founder, to be rich, successful, and even I am planning and thinking of writing a letter to the CBSE board, to the president, to the education minister, and really tell them that we really need better sex. We really need better sex education and better laws and legal adult entertainment center, that is the other name of brothel, that is managed by the government of India themselves, which ensure that if a guy is not able to get sleep with a girl, or if a woman is not able to sleep with a guy, then they don't commit sexual offense on the other gender, and women they are really made accountable for their crimes. That's all. Please like, share, and subscribe. to my YouTube channel. I really have very less followers. It's really very courageous and very difficult as well to have really low followers. I do have subscribers, but I really don't have people's. Uh, Share it with friends. So as I said, like, share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. I hope watching this video adds value in your life, and you would stop closing your eyes and just agreeing to any terms and conditions. Whether you visit a website, they really asked for your permission to collect your data. The- and in the same way, if you were to download an application, you respect your rights, you respect their rights, they respect your rights. Everyone respect each other's rights, and that's why we need premarital agreement. Thank you for watching this video. Stop the injustice against men in this country.